All right, and we are gonna go and hut, 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 hut. Good tip of the tongue and belly button. Nice tight core. Hut, 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 hut. Uh, Good. And you don't need to slam your hands, but you definitely want some contact there. We're hitting those meridian points to release. Hud, 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 hud. Good. Think about what you want to manifest for this year. Hud, 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 that if you feel your shoulders tightening up, let them sink into your back pockets. Good. Give yourself a little circle with this as you're tapping pinkies. Hot, 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 hot. Good. And your last repetition. Good. Shake your hands out. Let all that energy flow through. Very nice. Mantras and chanting are something I have finally started listening to getting into. Good. All right. Now, hands, we can either place on the knees facing up to receive. If you feel like you need a little more grounding, feel free to place them down on the ground to have contact with Mother Earth. We're going to get that sacral chakra going just a little bit. Now, your feet here, you can sit classic. I used to say Indian style crisscross applesauce, right? Did we make things politically correct just to create division? Does it matter what we, we say as long as it's with respect? Or in Kundalini yoga, having a heel pressed right up against your vagina is that area to help activate sacral chakra. And we're activating that orgasmic energy that we should be having through each day. Like Mia was talking about yesterday, that's your passion igniting. And when you feel that, it means you're doing something that your body is enjoying. So if that feels comfortable for you, we're going to press that heel up, palms up to receive. And we're just going to start with a little circular motion coming from the midsection. Let your chest come forward to the side, back to the side. Good. And I started going counterclockwise just intuitively right off the bat. But whichever direction your body wants to move in is intuitively what is right for you. I think that's the thing we can have such a hard time learning in this world is that people can tell us what to do, but when your body is leading you in a different direction, that's okay. Because that's what your body wants for you. Your body knows before the mind does. Good. We're gonna do 2 more rotations in whatever direction you're going, and then we're gonna switch. And switch. Good. And as you move through this, I want you to focus on feeling that rib cage loosen up a little bit. So instead of leading from the shoulder and everything moving together, I want you to feel like you're leading from the rib cage. Your chest is coming forward, rib cage leads to the side, tucks in as you go back, and then shoots out to the side. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see that just a little bit. So you're kind of getting a little bit of that cat like back as you push around to the back. Got 2 more here. Beautiful. And then palms down on your knees just to have a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Little tension point that you can hold on to. And we're going to open the chest forward, letting that back arch just a little bit, and then cave it in the opposite direction. So it's like a kind of like a cat and cow. You're just seated. And then pushing forward. And that's forward. Good. Now we're going to start picking up that pace a little bit. We've been going slow. Now we're going to push and back and push and push and push and good. Loosening up all that little fascia that's in between your ribs, up and down your spine, going through the back. This tends to be an area for women where we hold a lot of tension. Where our angel wings are, right? Those angel wings coming out of your back. We want to loosen up all those muscles in there so that they can spread and fly free. All right, now we're going to come out of that seated position. We're going to go on all fours, hands and knees, for an actual cat and cow. So we're getting a little more engagement in the rest of the body. When we're in this position, we want our wrist straight down from our shoulder. And please let me know if at any point you have a hard time hearing me, okay? Just if you don't want to unmic or unmute, just wave at me. All right, so we got wrist straight down from the shoulders, and we got knees straight down from the hips. And we're going to push that back up to the ceiling, really feeling that opening in between your shoulder blades. And then belly button down, chin up to the ceiling, feeling that tailbone shoot up to the sky. And back up, cat, and down into cat. Cat. And exhale as you push up. Deep breath as you go down into cow. And in. And out. In. And down. Good. Now we're going to pick up that pace and push and drop. And push and drop. And push and push and push and drop. Push and drop. Good. Now we're going to come back to neutral spine. We're going to go into one of my favorites called bird dogs. Okay. Move my water so I don't kick it. And in this motion, I don't know if you are familiar with yoga at all or any strength training, we're doing opposite arm, opposite leg. So you're going to extend the right arm and the left leg, coming straight back out in front of you. And then bring it back down and switch. We're going to do just a couple moving first before we hit to a balance. So you can feel where we're going and then engage that core to hit a nice little balance. It really all comes back to the core. If that core is weak, we're going to feel it everywhere else. Good. One more on each side. Beautiful. All right. Now, this time when we extend the right and the left, we're going to hold it. And I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see. What I want you to be careful of here is not letting that back sink or letting it push up to the ceiling. We're keeping it nice and neutral. That energy is shooting out through your hands to the opposite wall, shooting out through your foot to the wall behind you. We're gonna flex that foot, let that energy come right through your heel, right through that root. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, bring it back down to the ground. Good, switch sides. Left goes out, right, left arm, right leg. Energy shooting through the middle finger out straight to the wall in front of you. Heel, flex with that energy shooting out through that root chakra. And we hold, pushing that belly button to the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to do one more on each side, but this time we're going to add a little crunch in the middle. So we're going to go out with our right arm, left leg, and then we're going to bring the elbow in to meet the knee underneath your belly button and back out. We're going to do 10 of those guys. Crunch it in. Exhale, extend it out. 2. Deep breath in and good. And as you extend, I want you to feel that power shooting through your limbs, but also like you're stretching it at the same time. So you're not kicking it too hard. You're just lengthening that body. And good. Last 4. Deep breath in. Exhale out. 3, 2, and 1 more. Good. Switch sides. 10 on the other side. Then we're going to switch our movement out. Okay. Left arm, right leg. Crunch it in and extend. 1, 2. Good. And there's a couple different things you can do here with your bottom foot. You can keep the top of the foot flat, that left foot that's on the ground, and keep contact. If you need a little extra stability, you can come up on the toes and press those in as well. Nothing is wrong here. It is all what feels good for you. Very nice. 4. Deep breath in. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Good. Bring it back down. And we can do a little cat cow if that feels good, just to loosen up that spine again. Wiggle it out. Shake it out. Woo. You know, that's that nervous system reset where shaking is actually so good for us. If you ever watch animals, when they have like a reset and they just shake it out, they're literally resetting their nervous system. Something's happened and they're adjusting their reaction to their environment. So, all right, now we're going to go supine. We're going to go on our back. When we stand up, we're going to start with a sun salutation and some lunges. We're going to do a couple little twists and glute bridges just to get the glutes fired and active here. So we're going to start on our back. If you want to watch me real quick, I'll show you what we're going to do so that you can see it before you lay down. So we're going to start with our feet planted right under the knees in line with the hips. We're going to twist, arms out to the side. We're going to twist, just letting the knees fall. 3 to each side just to get loosened up there. And then we're going to plant the heels and we're going to go into a glute bridge where we are pushing up, aiming to get a nice straight line from the knee all the way down to the shoulder blades. If you're not in a straight line, that's okay. If you can't go that high, that's all right. You just want to make sure here that you're keeping that core engaged and not letting your low back sink. We want to keep that booty tucked under and squeeze the booty cheeks, okay? We're going to do 10 of those. And then on the last one, we're going to hold up there and do a couple of marches, okay? All right. So we got feet planted, arms out to the side. We're letting our knees drop to the right. Feel that twist. And to the center, drop to the left. And up. And right. Up. And left. Up. And right. Good. This should feel good on your low back too, kind of rolling across the floor. This is self-myofascial release as well with the parts that are keeping in contact with the floor. Good. Heels planted. Now we're going into those glute bridges. So we're pushing the booty up, squeezing those cheeks, and drop it down. Lightly tap the floor and push right back up. Good. And as you come up to the top, I want you to also be aware of what your knees are doing. We don't want them to flail out to the side. We want to keep the energy where they're staying nice and in line with our hips. If it means you can't go up as high, that's okay. 5, good, we got 5 more, and on the last one, we're gonna hold. Inhale on the way down, exhale as you push up. 4, 3, 2, and on this last one, hold. Good, squeeze those glutes. Now I want you to feel yourself transfer your weight into that left foot so that your right one is free to lift up. We're lifting that guy up into a march, and I want you to feel like you're lifting from the back of your leg as opposed to your hip flexor. Good, and then lower back down. Weight transfers to the right as we lift the left. This one's nice and slow and controlled. And back down. And right. Good. And the whole time you're doing this, control back down. I want you to feel those hips still lifting up off the ground. And down. Good. 2 more on each leg. Right. Still squeezing those cheeks. And up. 1 more each leg. Right foot. Push the hips up and down. Beautiful. Last one on the left. And slowly lower that low back down first to hit the ground before your glutes. And rest. Very nice job. Good. Roll to whatever side feels comfortable for you. Place a hand on the ground to press yourself back up. And now we are going to bring it up off the floor, okay? We're going to do a couple sun salutations if you're familiar at all with yoga. Has either of you ever done yoga? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So we're going to do a round where I will demonstrate this for you real quick. We're going to reach up to the ceiling, taking a nice deep breath. Exhale, swan dive, let your arms come out. And we're going to walk our hands forward into a plank where you are. I'll go sideways so you can see. Nice straight line. And then you can either do a lower down with the arms, or you can drop to the knees, control it down to the ground, and up into a down dog. And from here, we tuck those toes under, push back up into a down dog. And we're going to pedal the feet just a little bit to keep the blood flowing in those legs. Now from here, you can do a little hop in if you want, or you can step your legs to come in between your feet. So stepping in, you're just coming in right here, coming up into a forward half lift, forward fold into a half lift, and back down. We're going to take a nice deep breath as we inhale, arms back up to the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands by the feet, and either step back into a plank or hop back, whichever feels comfortable for you. Lower back down to the ground. Reach it up to the ceiling. Exhale. Good. You're doing 1 breath per movement. Tuck the toes under. Up into your down dog. Pedal the feet just a little bit. And when you're in that down dog, I want you to feel that energy shooting up through your tailbone to the ceiling. And that core, that belly button pushing to the back of the spine. You're pressing down into the ground with the palms of the hands to feel yourself engage right under those armpits. Good. And either step it in or hop it back in. Raise up to this forward fold, kind of ragdoll. Half lift, flat back. You've got your palms to your shins. Exhale back down into your forward fold and scoop up that energy as you come back to a standing position. Very nice. Now we're going to hit some squats here, okay? So we're going to do 2 different kinds of squats, and we're going to alternate back and forth. And this is, I really focus on glutes a lot in here because what's happening down in your feet and your roots is directly related to what's going on in your hips. That's no synchronicity from the universe, right? What's happening in our roots is directly affecting our sacral chakra for centuries. And if you have issues with your feet either rolling in or rolling out, If you got issues with the knees related to feet rolling in or rolling out, it's coming from those glutes. If your glutes are underactive, you're going to find yourself rolling in on those feet more and getting that knee pain. So the more we strengthen these guys, the more that you can get in alignment with the knees right down into the feet to help with any of that pronation. If you're rolling out a lot or over tight in here, we need to loosen those guys up. So I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see the form on this. So we're going to do arms straight out in front of us. If that feels good for you, you can also bring them to heart center. And we're just going to sit back like we're sitting into a chair. You've heard a chair pose in yoga. It's pretty much like a squat. And then we're going to stand it back up. And we're just going to flow through that nice and easy. And when we get up here to the top, we're squeezing that glute and press into the heels as you lower back down. So we're getting a lot of quad action on the way down, glute action on the way back up. Deep breath in as you go down. Exhale as you squeeze back up. We're going to do 4 more here, and then we're going to go into a wide stance. And then we're going to do a little alternation before we go into our lunges. And roll up. 3. Squeeze. 2. Squeeze. And 1. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to do a nice wide squat. So I'm going to have you go wide here. I don't think you can see my feet very well. And we're going to turn the toes out just a smidge to about 45-degree angle. We're hitting that inner thigh here, okay? And we're going into, this isn't a full plie, it's kind of half in between. Dropping down into this plie squat. You can do hands on the hips, heart center, whatever feels good for you. And squeeze on the way up. And as you sink down into it, I want you to feel that you've got that booty kind of tucked under a little bit. It's not sticking out to the back. And squeeze that inner thigh as you're coming up. Most of us end up being tight in that inner thigh related to trauma we've been holding in our tissue, generational, current life, past life, whatever's going on in there. I personally take a deep breath on the way down and exhale up. We're going to do 4 more before we go into an alternation. I personally have a lot of issues in my left hip, and it comes from so many different things that I've tapped into on my spiritual awakening. But a lot of it actually came from a past life injury, and it was really reinvigorated by my ex-husband. And it really became a problem. Good, one more. When I gave birth to my daughters, I wasn't able to give birth naturally because of that hip. Good. Now we're flipping back. I'm going to flip back to the front just so you can see me. We're going to alternate between the closed squat and the wide squat. Okay. And we're going to add a little hop in there. So we're going to squat down here, bring it up, hop out into the wide stance, and drop it down. Bring it up, hop back in, drop it down, and up, hop it out, and drop it. Bring it up, and you can give yourself a little bounce into that, and lower, and good, hop it out, like a little bunny hop, and up, bring it in, good, 3 more of these, lower it down, out, sink into it, good, hop back in, and up, hop it out, sink into it, and hop it back in, last one in each position, up, out. Now we're going to drop it down into that low squat one more time. And we're going to sit down here for a second. Go ahead and put your hands on your legs. Now, the thing I want you to be careful of here is not putting all your weight in your arms so that you're sinking in those shoulders, but you are giving yourself a little tension release here because we're just going to sweat. And we're just going to let those hips open up. And if you are feeling this all in here, then you're doing it right. That is where we're really going to feel that lengthening and loosening. Beautiful. I've always talked about the stuff that nobody likes to talk about. We're going to stay here 5 more seconds. And sexual trauma, sexual assault, sexual abuse is something that I have personally lived through and in multiple lifetimes. And I know many of our ancestors have. Good, bring it up. And we carry that. And sometimes we don't even realize that what's going on in our own relationships, our own life is related to that stuff too. And loosening it up helps free up our power center as well. All right, we're going to do 2 more flows of our sun salutation and go into some lunges, and then we're going to dance a little bit, okay? We're going to reach up to the ceiling again, deep breath in, and exhale as you swan, dive it down. Hands to the ground, walk it out into that plank. We're moving through this a little more quickly this time around. Lower it down to the ground. Up into your cobra. Tuck the toes under, push the booty up to the ceiling into your down dog. Drop the heels. Pedal the feet a little bit if you need it. 3 breaths here. Last breath. Good. Step 4, hop the feet in. And forward fold, letting yourself hang. Then we go flat back into that half lift, palms to the shins, deep breath, forward fold again, deep breath in as you reach up to the ceiling, all that energy going up to the heavens. Exhale, swan dive it down into Mother Earth again, walk out into your hands on the ground, hop out into your plank or step your feet back, whichever feels comfy. Lower it down, hips down, chin up, chest open, pressing those palms into the ground. Tuck the toes under, push the booty up into your down dog. Dropping the heels. Good, pedal it out. And either step or hop the feet back in. Deep breath, forward fold. Exhale into your half lift. Palms on the shins. Forward fold, collect all that energy back up from Mother Earth. Send it up to the heavens as you breathe in. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to take it into lunges. So this is a little more balance-based. Instead of our squats, we're staying on both feet. This time we're going to move a little bit. So we're going to step forward. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see the form on this one. We're going to step forward into a forward lunge. You want to aim for 90 degrees in the front leg and the back leg. You do not have to go all the way down to the ground, okay? If that feels good for you and your body loves it, great. If not, go as low as you can. The key here is to keep that butt tucked under and not let this low back take all of it, okay? So do what feels good for your body. Step it forward. We're going to bring it in. We're going to go out to the side, mimicking that deep squat that we did. Bring it back in. And then we're going to take it to the back. Same thing, 90-90 and push up. We're going to do all on one leg first so that standing leg can get used to the balance, okay? So we're going to do 5 in each direction and then switch to the other side, okay? All right, ready? And hands, I like to place them either on my hips or at heart center, whatever feels comfortable for you. Some people like to put them out to the side, whatever feels good for your balance, because that's the most important part. All right, we're going forward first, step it out, drop that knee down, push it back up to center. Out to the side, bring it in. Good, very nice. And take it to the back. And up. Front, drop it down, push it up. Out to the side, and push it in. Good, to the back. So in all of these positions, press through that left leg to come back up. You're transferring your weight as you go forward into that right leg, and you're going to push off that right leg to come back to center. Side, you're pretty even in both, but you're going to push off that right leg to come back in. This is where we're pushing off the left here when we go to the back. You're not putting a ton of weight on that back leg. You're pushing through that left leg to bring it back in. Good, 2 more in each direction. Forward. Exhale as you push up. Deep breath in as you squat out. Exhale as you push up. Deep breath in as you step back. Exhale as you come up. Very nice. 1 more in each direction. Forward. And up. Out. And up. Back. And up. Very nice. Now we're going to switch legs. So that right one gets used to being the balanced leg. Stepping forward with the left. Drop it down. And up. Side. And up. Back. Very good. And up. Nice, Amanda, switching your legs. Good. Take it back to the front. I'm just adjusting my screen again. Keep going. Good. Out to the front. And up. Out to the side. Pretty even in the middle there. And up. And back. Weight in that right leg. Push it up. Good. Left goes forward. Drop that back knee down. Exhale, push off that left to come back to center. Even in the middle. And up. Left leg back. Push off that right to come back up. Beautiful. 2 more in each direction. Forward. And up. Out to the side. And up. Back. And up. Very nice. 1 more in each direction. Deep breath. As you go down, exhale. As you shoot that power out. Out to the side. And up. Last one to the back. And up. Good. Very nice. Shake it out. We're going to do 1 more round of sun salutation. Just to close out this flow, reach it up to the ceiling. And exhale, swan back down. Walk those hands out into your plank. Lower down. Press chest up. Tuck the toes under. Shore off the heels. Back forward, step your feet in. Good forward fold. Flat back, hands to the shins. And exhale as we scoop all that energy up. And bring it back to the top. Good, hands to heart center. And exhale. Very nice. Shake it out. Shake it out. Now here's the fun part where if you want to turn your camera off because you want privacy, go for it. If you want to keep your camera on so we can do this together, also go for it. We're going to take just a couple songs to let your body do what it wants. And I'm going to turn this up so you hear more of the music than me, because this is about what feels good for you. You can close your eyes, keep them open. Notice what wants to move. Is it your arms? Is it your feet? Is it your legs? Whatever feels good for you. Okay. Okay. Ready? Go for it. Right hand bounce. Where your face, where your body wants to go. Can you just flow? It's good. That's all that wants to go. Imagine what your inner child would be doing right now. You want to make a noise? Go for it. If you feel like you don't know what to do, you want to follow me to get started, go for it. Your body knows what it wants. We'll go one more song and then we'll finish. If you got the water, take a sip on it.
I can't hear the music at all, Kaya.
That better?
Kind of. It sounds, I don't know, like really weird and kind of like chopped up. So it
I
might
can't
be like you
hear
were
it
saying
either,
how it
but
came through weird. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say I can't hear it either, but it hasn't stopped me from
No,
moving
me neither. I just wanted to let her
doing
know
what my
so that
body
she knew.
wants to do.
Mhm.
So I'm not attached to hearing it.
No, I'm not either. I just wanted to let her know for like
Yeah,
future
I
ones if
can't
she
hear
needs
it
people to.
all.
Okay.
Kaya, there's a way to play through the Zoom call.
Ooh.
If you choose, I don't know what you are, if you're using a CD or if you're streaming, but
Yeah.
you can stream through the Zoom call. And then it comes through our computer speakers.
Very nice. Very nice. Want one more? Are you ready to slow down? One more? Okay, do one more. How's the music now?
Yeah,
Good.
Hear me?
it's turned down. Yeah, it's
Okay.
good.
All right. Perfect. Ah, very nice. Oh, it's 11:11.
Yes, it is.
How does everybody feel after that? Guys feel nice and
Fantastic.
liberated?
Yes.
Come back down to that moment of center. Set an intention to welcome in our ancestors, our guides, our angels of the highest love and light, some of our most powerful archetypes, Isis, Mary Magdalene, and Anna, those who have been known for having to go into the dark to come out into the light, those who have had their voices and their power taken away, and those who are now rising again through us. We thank you for your guidance. We thank you for what you did for our ancestors in the past. And we channel your strength to move forward in the rise of the divine feminine and the rebalancing of our energies. Thank you for giving this space to let ourselves move freely without judgment, without shame. And take a moment to set an intention for yourself. One hand over your heart, one hand over your womb. Take some deep breaths. And then I'll have you roll down and lay on your back and get cozy and get a pillow and a blanket. Nice. Stop. Kneel on your back. Have a sip of water for a minute. You want to find a nice cozy spot. Lay down. Gonna clear any energy that we release. Clear in your spaces as well. Only positive energy may remain. And as we finish this out, give yourself a little gratitude for making time for you today. And clear out anything that doesn't need your attention right this matter. Don't worry about what you're going to do next. Just focus in on this sound and the rebalancing it will bring for you. Take a deep breath. Hold it at the top. Let it out with a sigh.
Oh, good.
Another nice deep breath. Start feeling some movement come back in through your fingers and your toes. Stretch your legs out, squeeze your arms. Slowly roll yourself back up. Very nice. One last moment together, hands to heart center. I appreciate your presence here today. I appreciate your contribution to the collective and to the creation of New Earth. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste, beautiful ladies.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Could you hear the sound bell?
I heard it. I thought it was me, so I muted myself.
Oh.
I get